Can we find our first piece of Australian gold?
We got Australian gold!
It's been 59 days since we left America and moved overseas to Australia. On this family gold prospecting adventure, we stepped back into the past 170 years. We stayed in the Gold Commissioner's House in Sofala, New South Wales, exploring the gold fields along the Turon River. The Turon River has produced thousands of ounces of gold dating back to the 1850s. We're hoping to find some of the gold left behind by the old-timers. Join us on this undertaking as we find our first Australian gold. Our journey started early Saturday morning, packing the van with gear and kids.
Australia, I was born. In South Australia, round Cape Horn.
You always think you have it perfectly packed, and then you forget that you're going to take a lot more things. So,
yeah.
At least we got the beer, so that's important. It was going to be a 4-hour drive west past the Blue Mountains to the region of Bathurst, but we knew we were going to make a few stops along the way.
As I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, was there I met Miss Nancy Blair. We're bound for South Australia. There's just one thing that's on my mind.
We're excited! We're on our way!
You know they're going to have a dinosaur timer!
Yeah!
First gold adventure.
Let's go!
Let's go. All right, we've made it more than halfway there, and the weather's holding, so it's just wet, but it's not storming. So I think we're gonna be able to pan today. We'll see how it goes. It is really cold. And Chloe's pointing because there's a whole bunch of kangaroos across the way. So this is awesome. Welcome to Australia. Gold prospecting adventures with the family. Our first stop was the Lollybug along the Great Western Highway. You can find every type of candy here from American to Australian. They're also known for the hottest corn chips, and we were gonna try this challenge, but then we checked the back. Between the two of us, we ticked too many of the warning signs, so we decided not to do it. Which one are you gonna get, Ben?
Oh, Toblerone. What? Oh, I thought I knew what I wanted. Okay, wait, lemon meringue or Toblerone?
You're a sniffer.
They smell like plastic. I don't know. What do I do? Get them both? I don't know. Lemon or chocolate?
Just get them both. We of course grabbed dessert first and then headed over to Hartley Fresh and Cafe to get some lunch. Good. The one thing you're great at, Chloe, is eating. We arrived in Sofala, Australia's oldest surviving gold rush town. A 4-street village 25 minutes north of Bathurst, packed with gold rush history. We unpacked the gold mining gear and got ready to strike out into the Australian bush for gold left behind by the old-timers. All right, you guys ready to go get some gold?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
First Australian gold. You excited, Finney?
Yeah!
Let's do it. We are new to this area, but prospecting a river is similar everywhere. Look for the inside bend, big rocks, or exposed bedrock and start test panning areas of interest for traces of gold. All right, Finney, where do you want to test pan first?
There.
Right here, where you're digging?
Yeah.
All right, let's get a sample then. You want to go deeper, Finney?
Yeah.
All right, we're going deeper.
So close.
So close.
That was really close.
More deeper. I think what we're gonna sample.
Wait, there's a rock.
Yep, get this rock out of the way.
There's a big rock, guys. Yeah, it's like that one. Look.
Wow, that's really good.
Think we got enough, Finney?
Yeah.
All right, it's time to pan it out and see what we got, huh?
Yeah.
Go right here, Finney.
And now what? Daddy,
Slightly cold. Slightly cold. It's like slowly seeping into my socks. If we get our first piece of gold, I'll bring it over to you, bud, as soon as I'm done. I know this water is a little cold. All right, Finney, no gold. No gold, but it's okay. We're gonna look at another spot and see what we can find. All right, Lucca, we didn't get any gold with Finney on his spot. Where do you think we should dig? Right there?
Yep.
All right, so Livy's guarding it right now, but we plan to dig right by this trunk area. There's a depression right here, which is a natural gold catcher, plus you got all the roots. So Lucca saw it and was like, he thinks this is a great spot. I think this is a great spot. So we're gonna dig down, sample it, and see what we get. What'd you find, babe?
Yin and yang. Look at that.
Look at that, perfect.
That's amazing.
Wow, it's like a magic trick.
Great.
So Lucca's declared we've gone deep enough. Now we're gonna collect a sample and pan it out and see what we get.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Let's do it with one hand, Lucca. It's really heavy. Hold this. Now you might be wondering who that stranger is behind me. Don't worry, I'll introduce him here in a minute. All right, Lucca, skunked again, no gold.
Come on.
Time to go hardcore. We're going deep.
Oh yeah.
And Livy agreed, we need to go much deeper. And that stranger from earlier, that was Nick from Pickett Gold Prospecting. A local prospector from the area, he agreed with Livy and said we needed to go deeper and put me on a spot right by a tree stump in the middle of the river. So I got Australian CIA here, very muddy. But I'm learning the ways of digging here. Ooh, that's a good clunker one right there. Looks all clayey. Behind the stump in the river creates a natural spot for gold to settle. His shovel was loaded with dirt, rounded river rocks, gray clay, and red clay, a good sign for mineralization and iron runoff. We filled a pan full of material and hopes, praying to see our first Australian gold.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Got a couple pieces up there.
After striking out twice, we got our first piece of Australian gold. I got my Dream Mat River sluice all set up and ready to go. It was time to get back to Nick to start digging for gold. With Nick's help, we started processing the dirt by the stump through the classifier to fill the buckets to run it through the Gold River sluice. Luckily, there was two of us. We might make this look easy, but shoveling in the middle of the creek and classifying rocks is tough work and takes time. The sluice I brought can't be shoveled directly into without fear of losing gold. Classifying it down to condensed dirt is the most efficient and effective way, hopefully loaded with gold, and should maximize our gold recovery rate in the sluice. We filled 2 buckets full of classified dirt. Luckily, we are the strongest men on the planet and could carry one each as we forged through the Turon River towards my family to start feeding the dirt through the sluice.
We got mud places. We're doing good. I think we'll get some gold on this one. Nick has been helping me out a lot. Find the right spot and what to look for in this creek because he said they're all different. So it's really awesome when you get somebody who's willing to help you so much and put you right on the gold. Libby, you ready to get some gold in the sluice?
Now the fun begins. Playing with a bucket full of dirt, slinging it into the sluice to catch the gold. I luckily had a working party, my kids who love feeding the dirt into the sluice. Finn jumped in first. He loves feeding the sluice. I think he just loves playing with dirt in general. It wasn't long though before the river claimed its first victim.
Uh-oh, Finn fell in.
All right?
Finn, wet bottom.
Then the river claimed its second victim. Even with the wet bottom, Libby wanted to dig and help me feed dirt into the sluice.
We're going for the double one. There you go, put it in.
On the last bucket, Lucca gave me a helping hand to finish off feeding the dirt through the river sluice. And no, the river wasn't able to claim him as a third victim. With all the dirt gone, it was time to clean out the sluice to see if the river would pay us back with some yellow color. Finn was behind me throwing rocks in the river. Did you know kids who throw rocks in the river are happier? But if you have multiple children, don't have them stand next to each other. Their aim isn't that great. As Paul Rudd said in Anchorman, 60% of the time, it works every time. With the mats clean, it was time to pan out our results and see if we could finally find a whole bunch of Australian gold.
You want to come see your hard work, Nick? It loaded the whole pan. No. Some right there. Couple of flecks right there. I'll zoom in on it, bud, in a sec. Look at that. First Australian gold. There's a couple of specks in there as well. So the key to finding gold in Australia is you bring somebody else who knows how to find the gold. He does all the shoveling, you just classify, and then you get gold, so.
We got Australian gold!
We didn't get rich, but we got our first flecks of Australian gold. With 2 out of 3 kids soaked from the river, we changed out and headed into town. And yes, you can hear us from anywhere, because my kids like to scream.
What did I do? What did I do?
Walking into town, going to the cafe, gonna get something to eat. It'll be a good time. Getting something to eat at the cafe, because we're hungry.
We ate dinner and had drinks with the locals at the pub while the kids played pool. We walked back to our Airbnb after a night of fun and a day of gold prospecting. The house we stayed in was a former gold commissioner's house built in 1851. Behind that wall was a secret door in the kitchen that was used to connect directly to the Bank of New South Wales. The gold commissioner would issue out licenses to the miners and pass through the day's collection of gold through the door to the bank. That way they could avoid the bush rangers on the bustling and chaotic streets of Sofala. The house features a working bakery that long ago fed the majority of the town's miners. Prospectors heading to the Sofala gold fields would grab their baked goods here before striking it rich. And I would like to think this was the former gold commissioner's hat. We stopped by the famous gold panner in Bathurst before we headed home.
We got gold! We got those!
We ended the trip with kangaroo sausages, a traditional meal of kangaroo snags, sweet potatoes, veggies with gravy on top. Kang is a thing. All right, kids, time for kangaroo.
Let's go!
It's a hamstring. What's your honest thoughts?
I can't get over that it's a kangaroo. It's kind of hard.
The kangaroo.
The gravy's good.
It's really good. It's like meatloaf. That's what the texture is. Like meatloaf.
It's really...
It's a kangaroo.
Purple.
Mom.
You can't wrap your head around it.
I can't eat that.
Eat this for days.
Yeah?
I would just eat a kangaroo for a living. Like, I wouldn't even cook it, just eat it raw. I'll rate this a 9.5. I'll rate this a 50.5.
A 1.
What?
A 1.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to give it a 8.5. 8.5.
We didn't get rich on our first Australian family gold adventure. However, on our next one, it was a different story. Meet Job, Hill End local and legend. My video next week shares a story of our incredible journey together, finding amazing gold.
All right, Job. I brought my sluice. That's not a sluice, mate. That's a sluice. All right. Little flutters, little flutters. The reveal of the first pan out of 3. And as I said, if we get half a gram today, there we go! Oh my God! I reckon that'd be 0.2 right there.
Oh my God.
Close to half a gram on the first one. Wow! Wow! That's cool as. That is so cool. Lucca, check it, dude.
First pan.
My God.
Mate, that is fair dinkum. The best bit of colour you're going to see for a long time, I reckon.